Hello everyone, I wanted to welcome you to my first video. I'm super excited about this. So if you don't know me, my name is Katerius Quinn. I am in running for the favorite chef with Chef Carla Hall. Currently, I am number 9 in the top 10. The voting ends tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this morning I am making eggs, scrambled eggs, regular scrambled eggs. Now eggs were the very first thing that I learned how to make as a kid. I remember standing on a stool in the kitchen, and I was between 3 and 5 years old, and when my parents taught me how to make eggs or whatnot. But that is my very first memory of cooking in the kitchen, and I enjoyed it, and I've been loving cooking ever since. So I'm turning my stove on to medium-high heat. I already have the butter in, and it's melting. Now, one of the key things I learned is that when you're scrambling eggs, you have to get as much air as possible in the eggs. So, just scramble. Now, at this point, a lot of people might add water or milk in their eggs. I do not quite yet. I don't even season it yet. I think it was Gordon Ramsay who said don't add seasoning until the very end, because then it turns your eggs gray if you do it beforehand. So I'm just making sure the butter coats my pan. Forgot my spatula. All right, let's get going. You see all the good bubbles? Good bubbles in the eggs. And yes, since you're dealing with eggs, you do always want to wash your hands. And like I said, this morning I'm just making the standard American breakfast. Bacon, eggs, and some biscuits. See the biscuits sitting there. All right. So, scrape the pan. I think eggs are a very good thing as a first dish for people to learn how to cook, because they're actually just very simple and it's quick. I know for my son, has he learned how to cook eggs yet? No. But he has learned how to make spaghetti, because that's another dish that I think that everyone should learn how to cook, because it has noodles, which is your carbs, your spaghetti sauce, you can count it as your vegetable, and then of course if you have your meat, your protein, and it's a full meal with all the nutritional things that you need. So just keep stirring, and you see how they're coming together. And you do want to occasionally take your eggs off of the heat, because you don't want them to cook too fast. Just want to keep them moving. scrape down the sides. All right, just a few more seconds, and then I'll add in some cream. Now when you add in the cream, you definitely want to make sure that it's off of the heat. And then you're going to put it back on the heat. Okay, take it off the heat. Add a little bit of cream. Oh, that was a lot of bit of cream. I'm just going to stir it in. And get it all nice and in there. Now at this point, yes, I will add some salt. Find my salt. No, I do not have my salt sitting right next to me. Do a little bit of pink salt. Stir it up. Put it back on the heat. And continue to scrape it down. I'm going to flatten it out here. So I need to get my plate. All right, I have my plate. Eggs are still doing their eggy thing. All right, now I like my eggs just a little wet, not too done. Heat off. Eggs nicely on the plate. And a little bit of fresh black ground pepper. And voila, you have delicious scrambled eggs. Thank you guys for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and of course share. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.